All right. Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked and sinful kingdom. All right. Babylon, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, Rome 2.0, Nineveh. But without further ado, we'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to our Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, God.
and a double honor to our beloved apostle, the great millstone, for teaching us 100% truth according to doctrine, the true leaders of the nation of Israel, and peace, love, and salutations to the elect. You said the same order, right, brother? I just want to revisit the fearing the Lord and how 2/3 of our people don't. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 20. It says, "Wisdom cried without; she uttered her voice in the streets." This knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, which you won't learn in these churches, only through the elder apostles, the great millstone on down. That's the only way you learn this truth. It says, it's Proverbs 1 and 21, it says, "She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city, she uttered her words, saying," that's what we do. We proclaim this word on the highways and byways. For us, it's the downtown, these busy intersections. For, bringing the word to our people, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and the heathen nations to tell them their judgment. It's the book of Proverbs 1 and verse 22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." 2/3 of our people hate knowledge. When the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua come out, our people look at us like we're stupid. They see us, they mock and scorn. Go to Hosea 4:6. Basically, our people are just destroyed for a lack of knowledge. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." Like I said, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The thing is about Jake, they don't want to inquire of the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's why our people are destroyed. They rather hear the words of T.D. Snakes, what's it, Creep Show Dome. They rather hear these smooth things instead of hearing the truth.
Power bottle.
It's Isaiah chapter 30, and I'll start after verse 8. Isaiah 30, verse 8, it says, "Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever." Verse 9, Isaiah 39, "That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua." Points the next verse, but they don't want to hear the word of the Lord, because they listen to somebody else, listen to the spirit leader Satan, which is a physical counterpart of Esau, trusting in oppression, trusting in the system, So Isaiah 30, verse 10, it says, "What say to the seers," which aforetime they were called seers and prophets, right? So the saying to the seers, Isaiah 30 and 10, "Would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits." So that's what our people cry for. That's what they get on TV. Everywhere around the world, man, you get pushed lies, man. You get push rhetoric and propaganda and ultimately BS, man. Because this is what you asked for. This is what people wanted. You know, they didn't want true whole food. They wanted GMO. They wanted a microwave dinner, right? And that's why these institutions, right? These things ultimately keep Jake away from the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. That's why it's in place, man. But it's for the same election of obtaining. The rest were blinded. The rest is what about people, you know?
It's the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit into you. I will make known my words unto you.
Yeah, if you hearken into the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, then he will reveal the secrets unto you. But 2/3 of our people wasn't given this knowledge in the first place.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand.
Yeah, and I'm a lover. She's gonna marry me too.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
See, the Lord's hands are his prophets.
It's Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 1, and verse 70. It says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Okay, the prophets are who are set up in these days and times, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. These are the Lord's mouthpiece. These are the Lord's hands.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 25. It says, but ye have sat at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
2/3 of our people hate corrections. They don't want to be told when they're wrong or when they're going off. They look at us like we're stupid, like I said earlier. Barking and stopping, saying stuff under their breath. Sometimes they fall in the trip and they do shit like that.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. They don't consider the words of Yahweh Shai. They'll call themselves everything under the sun. They'll call themselves Egyptians. They'll call themselves black. Again, the bywords and proverbs that they've been given, but can call themselves an Israelite. That's far out, man. Hey, Jake pushed the Bible with, because they talk about they forced us down the Bible in slavery. Now they gave us a slavery Bible, for you to submit. Things that are not in your mind, you can whip on your back. But the things that as far as redemption and redeeming us from our oppressor, that's the song of Moses, man, a song of deliverance. That's what we're singing. We're going to our people. They don't want to hear that, man. They're going to walk past, they're going to snicker, and they got other shit to worry about. They got more so-called important shit to deal with. It is within the world. Jake going to, again, be in all this folly. And that's why, again, the Lord will keep reading that Proverbs 1, he's going to bring that destruction.
That's why Jake still trusting in Egypt and everything. The Lord is far from his thoughts.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
The Lord is bringing down judgment on the wicked daily.
And look at just what happened with that guy, the beggar. The Lord made mockery of him, man.
Zephaniah 3 and verse 5 says, the just Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
And the unjust is the 2/3, the wicked of our people. They don't realize that everything they do, every idle word they speak of, the Lord's going to judge them for it. But it's part of that lot as being the 2/3. You're going to face destruction regardless. Let me see. It said, I said the Lord is bringing down judgment on the wicked things. Jacob's trouble is set up to get rid of the 2/3. And when your greatest fear befalls you, the Lord is going to basically act in your face.
It's Jeremiah 6, verse 17. Jeremiah 6, verse 17. Also, I have set up watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. This is what happened on a daily. I was in Bible on the weekends, but on daily lessons, you got people clicking through. If you look at the analytics on YouTube, you'll see a lot of impressions. You'll see thousands of impressions. People clicking on it, that means they're clicking out of it. So that means they're getting marked, man. So the Lord set up watchmen for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and He said, we're not going to harm you. How dumb is that? Someone looking out for you, and you want to say, I'm going to do my own thing. That's our people. That's the logic that they push, man.
Going back to like when you say you look at the video, where is 30 seconds? You get one view, and they're not even spinning the whole. Not even clicking the full 30 minutes to see what the video actually talking about. Anything dealing with folly, typical Jake behavior, they're not interested.
They got a beat on it. That's the pipe, the song we pipe, they can't get jiggy. It's ultimately a thing. You gotta be locked in. So Jeremiah 6, I read 18 and 19. So Jeremiah 6, 18, therefore hear ye nations and know, O congregation. Jeremiah 6 and 18, therefore hear this, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Verse 19, hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. So the whole world's going to witness what happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the wicked of them, because you're going to get your ass whooped, man. Just like you got brought up on slave ship to the southern tribe, what the Spanish conquistadors did to northern tribes. Hey, it's going to be well known and documented what happened to you because you didn't hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shah, man. You're waking up in the kingdom with the everlasting shame and content, head down. Eventually get over it, but that especially, you first coming in, you reminded, you don't see the timeline like, damn, it's whatever year in the kingdom, year 1 million. Why wasn't it born in year 1? Because he was a 2/3, man, and you're going to be ashamed, as it says in Ezekiel, but nonetheless, again, the whole point is, on the earth, you had men born in you, and you said, I'm going to do my own thing, man. And remember, the stories we read, they're not going nowhere, man. The time of the flood, Noah, we read about it, so you're going to read about the dumb shit y'all niggas was doing in these last days, and you didn't hearken, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh.
Desolation, the etymology of desolation is sorrow, grief, personal affliction, action of laying waste, destruction of exposure. So you just got a lot to look forward to, when that time comes. And the time is coming like very, very, very quickly.
The book of Proverbs 1 and verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
See, Jake loves to call on the Lord when they're in trouble. But when things seem to be in good case, then the Lord is the least of their thoughts.
It's Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he was near. So seek the Lord while he may be found. And you go into how Jacob, he thinks the Lord's going to come down and just talk to him. When the presence of the Lord, man, he said he's too holy to behold wickedness, man. You all dressed up in khakis and smoking a blunt. The Lord not going to come deal with you, man. you know. And it's again going to how you deal with the Lord, you have to deal with his prophets. You know, those that's been sent out, the order of Yahweh Shai, you know, which is you receiving his word, you know.
I got a quick one. A statement you made. Whoever want to bring it down. This is Ecclesiastes 11:25. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Won't really do though. Niggas act stupid. But no, when you enjoy yourself, so to say, you're not thinking about the hell you caught earlier. You know, you might have had a flat time one day. You know, but Friday you back. You know, baddie, whatever. You got, you know, some money in the bank. You're not thinking about Monday, man. You know. So how is with Jake? They got short-term memory loss. You know, Jake goes through all this traumatic shit, and they can't. You know, they put it past him, man, because of these distractions, entertainment. That's the whole part of the devil, man. So you don't see you getting squeezed, man.
That's right.
You know.
There's a quick example. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I remember I was real bad growing up with like eating like sugar, sweets, and all that stuff. And that's why, you know, I got certain teeth that just they gone now. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter was, when I got the tooth pulled, right, all that pain, all that, you know, as soon as I got that tooth pulled, it was like, I want something sweet now. But I had to go back and think about, look, you know, you don't want to go through that pain again. This is what Jake's getting ready to find out, man.
Too, and then back off the previous statement, like I said, when Jake think they're in good case, they don't think about the Lord, but soon as like in adversity or anything come upon Jake, just when they start talking with the Lord, the Lord saved my people out of all these different captivities. As soon as they get right, he start going off and worshiping these other idols and gods, get caught, captured again. The Lord, you know, basically saves them out of each captivity. It's the same scenario. Same scenario.
So Jim, Judges chapter 10.
Oh, right.
Judges 10 and 11. It says, "And Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, said unto the children of Israel, Did not I deliver you from the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines?" Verse 12, "The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Meunites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand." Judges 10 and 13, "Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more." Judges 10 and 14, "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." So that's how it always is. Like you said, you know, they want to call last minute. Adversity strikes, and you in a bad situation. They want to say, "Oh my God," and, you know, you want to complete a plea deal with the Lord. You gave me out this one time, so and so, right? A week passed, you back on the same thing, man. Because it's never sincere, right? And that's why we say the same must know it after death by pain. That's the only thing Jake respects is catching hell, you know, because somebody gets bodied, you know. So you sick, you know, sick like a dog, man. That's when you want to pay attention and seek the Lord. Well, you know, that's the time. And right now, even the stuff we catch, the Lord said He's going to chastise us little and little that offend, man. So it should be like, you know, damn, maybe I should. It's like questions like that should be popping in your head, but Jake don't. It's this airhead, man. You know, let me get back to this money. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to that. Besides serving me out Bashem Shai, man. That's why they constantly always getting off and taking off the plane.
God, our punishment should be worse than what it is.
The scripture said that. He punishes less than what our iniquity is deserved.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 29. It says, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord."
I said, like you mentioned earlier, a lot of people just don't fear the Lord, or some just don't believe He exists at all. You know, until something major happens, they lose a loved one, then they start questioning themselves and going back to what we just read. They'll start calling them the Lord then, and as soon as everything's back to normal, they're right back doing follow again.
Jake go to jail and turn into a Muslim. know, or whatever, you know, or go back and calling on JC, but calling on Yahweh Shai, yeah, good luck. You know, Jake, again, they'll follow any other God besides the true God of heaven and earth, you know, which we're earlier, they're destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 30. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof.
And see, again, 2/3 just don't want to be told what to do. They despise correction. Shit, we were like that in the world one time. You know, we woke us up out of this. And we see it daily still, so, you know, it's going to be an ongoing thing until it's all over.
The book of Proverbs 1 and verse 31, it says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Everything that you do in this life shall come back on you. The Lord is going to judge every man according to his works. And 2/3 works are nothing but wickedness, and the Lord will judge you. Judge them for it.
Zechariah 7, verse 13, it says, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. So as it came to pass, as the Lord cried out, which is wisdom, crying out to highways and byways, week in and week out, speaking of our false nails on down, right? And you didn't hearken, you said, I'm going to do it, take it serious later, or whatever you thought, man, you know? It's going to come to pass when you're going to call, and the Lord not going to hear you, man. That's what we read in the Proverbs 3rd chapter. It's a terrible thing, you know.
Walking too. What's the when you see a Jake, do you stop by the camp? Yeah, listen for a little while, and then they'll say, "Well, I'll come back next weekend." Well, they'll keep putting it off. You can't keep putting it off, man. You never know the Lord can take you in a heartbeat. Step in the finger.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 32. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
The Lord is only going to protect his elect. And that's the ones that fear him. That's why we out here week in and week out prophesying the destruction of this wicked kingdom. Because we fear the Lord. And the wicked of our people shall die by famine, pestilence, and the sword.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, and verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. It's the book of Sirach, 33, and verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
So the absolute, you know, for the elect, no evil thing, you know, ultimately is a wicked judgment. You know, we catch hell, we do deal with evil, you know, but as far as the time of taking trouble and our temptation, which is just ready, and temptation shall deliver them. Same, I think is it Corinthians, you know, that deliver the godly, you know, out of temptation. Everybody the same exact thing, right? Because why? Because it's all built off of trust. Like you trust in Yahweh Shai or not, right? The things you go through is to build you up. Because you can't just, you know, think about anything competitive. You're not just gonna hop on the field and get a, you know, you're in the yard rushing, you know, or drop 50, you know, without putting no time in the, you know, the court or the gym. It don't work like that, man. You know, we're just talking about being exercised, right? You know, having your senses exercised. The stuff we go through, man. So again, you know, going to having the fear, that's the key. You know, the Lord, when he talks about stuff that he looks for, he didn't name, you know, carnal things. He said, damn, I want to look for a nigga that got a Hellcat, you know, that got a big old mansion. No, man. The Lord said, I want to find those who fear me, who have faith in me, man. You know, and that's again, that's what the whole point is. This walk is trusting in Yahweh Shai, no matter what it is. Because that's the thing. Everybody got to deal with what we're coming into, man. Whether you're rich, poor, old, young, it don't matter, man. There's no other option besides what? Either you serve Yahweh Shai or you're going to be destroyed, man. You know? And that's, again, going to our people, they're going to learn that the hard way, man. They thought the God of the Bible was old, done away with. That's some, some folklore. It's 2025. Always talking about the Bible. Okay, right? When the prophecy hits you, you're gonna see how that logic gonna take you.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 8, and it reads, "For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to provoke the eyes of his glory."
Provoke, going to provocation, just like what Jacob was doing in the wilderness, testing the Lord's patience, man. Going all the way left after all this great, wonderful things that have been done, for their sake. Jacob there talking about we want to go back to the old shit, the leaks and all the shit Jacob wanted back in Egypt. We want to go back to slavery.
Numbers 14 and 1. This just made me think about it.
Is that going? Where's that? That's Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Same time frame. Going to Judah, because earlier the northern tribe, they got kicked out of the land. By the Assyrians. And Judah, the southern tribe, they should have known, to do better, man. You see what happened to the northern tribe? They got sent away. Some of them got, for the prophecy, they came over here to the land of Assyria, which is, pretty much here in so-called America. But our people got taken down because of their naughtiness, man. So going to the southern tribe, they should have known better. And that's why Nebuchadnezzar came. The Lord raised up someone to take them down. What do you think is happening this time, man? The Lord raised up Esau to take you down. And it wasn't just enough for cargo slavery, He's going to do something more sinister. He's going to put a chip in you. He did that with the juicy juice, right? And you niggas still trying to vote and participate in this evil world, man. Right? That's what you got. What's going to come to you, man? That's what y'all asked for. Good morning.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 9, and it reads, "The shoe of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves."
When you go into their countenance, it's your look. Meaning they don't hide their wickedness. We use that for most, right? Because it was going to Sodom and Gomorrah. You see a more their countenance, that nigga's true. That's how it is with our people. When you're wicked, when you have a wicked demonic spirit, it shows on your face, man. And again, going to our people, they don't hide it. They have no shame in their game, so to say. The evil black woman, the nigger woman, she don't hide what she do. She knows exactly what she do. She's a monster, man. But she don't hide it. They don't care. Again, going to Jake, they on the videos, snapping on Instagram, Snapchat, selling dope, with the guns and all that, man. Rapping about it. Off trade and all that shit, man. They don't hide it. And again, going to what's going to come, again, it's a judgment for that, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and 10, and it reads, "Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with them, for they shall eat of the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him."
That's the just those in the midst thereof. You get what you get, man. Here it is in the world, you can take shortcuts and all that. That's that wide and broad gate. Eventually will lead you where? To destruction. You can't run from the judgment of Yahweh. You're going to get you, man. And again, going to time we're coming to, ain't nobody escaping. It says the whole world shall be tried. Everybody's going to be tested and tried, man. So again, going to the punishment, you brought this upon yourself, man. The wrath of Yahweh, right? You brought this upon yourself, man, because, again, your wickedness.
Yeah, backing off what you said earlier. It's premeditated to do evil by him, like out here having sacrifices. Ready to, because he he was about to get into some shit, so he already had something waiting to slaughter him, so he knew. Is that, I think I'm gonna say that right.
You got it right, though. It says,
premeditated, because,
you took away that.
yeah, that's why he took away because Jake was going off with it.
I'm sacrificing for sin.
Bro, bring up one more.
I got that numbers.
Yeah, bring it.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 14, and verse 1. It says, "And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night, And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, "Was the Most High that we had died in the land of Egypt? Or was the Most High we had died in this wilderness?"
Basically saying like they were back in Egypt. Lord, they were all the free. How about you? How Shah was giving them all the nourishment they needed in the forest. And yet they wanted to go. Under that suggestion of Pharaoh.
Yeah, because Jake was comfortable. Jake was hella comfortable. That's what slavery does to you. You get comfortable. Jake was okay with getting, whipped in the back, working all goddamn day, and being in captivity. And that's how it is with Jake now, man. Lord did all this, again, wonderful, marvelous works. Drowned Pharaoh and his army, split the sea. Jake is crying that night, telling him, "I want to go back to Egypt." So imagine this time, the Lord, delivered all Jake, this go around. What the hell Jake be doing? Which, you get no mortal offense going up in no chariot, but speaking as a man, what Jake gonna be up there? They're gonna be complaining, talking about, "Damn, I miss, whatever, cheeseburgers and fries and shit."
The book of Numbers 14 and verse 3 says, "And wherefore hath the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt?"
See, like that's Stockholm syndrome all day long. Want to go back to the oppressor. There's an analogy. I think if you let the chickens out of a chicken coop, and they're free, they end up going back inside the damn chicken coop. Knowing their destruction is they're going to get slaughtered.
Yeah, because we deal with, the wickedness of our people, their mindset, it deals with psychology. So understand the mind, going into, that's why Esau being a cunning hunter, he understands if you do a certain thing to Jake constantly over and over again, you'll get used to it, man. Because they treat you like animals. That's pretty much like a beast, man. And domesticated. That's our people. They rather go back into a cage. They don't want to rebel and jump them. That's what they had with the butt breaking and stuff, because they wanted to take away Jake's confidence to rebel. That's what happened. Make it comfortable enough so they don't revolt. That's what our people are at this point. That's why Esau in this captivity at this point is so much more productive, than us in shackles and chains, man. Because he get more done, because you believe you're free when you're not.
That same analogy can be used with the business system. When Jake gets out, can't find a job or nothing, he'd rather go back in.
Good.
I know the brother went into it earlier, but oh yeah. So.
Oh, let the next brother come in.
It's Isaiah 55, verse 6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near." Yep. Isaiah 55, verse 6. "Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near."
It says, call ye upon him while he is near. Okay? Because this truth is time sensitive. And this word this word is not gonna be accessible, via the internet, all right? With these electronic pistols and the prophets on the highways and byways. All right?
Isaiah 55, verse 6. "Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near."
All right. like I was saying, you call you upon him while he is near. As you know, this truth is time sensitive, you know, and we're approaching the days that they're censoring this word, you know, because this truth is exposing this devil, you know, Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, all right, and his witchcraft. Like you got the American Center for Law and Justice, you know, they're trying to put people in people in prison, all right, for hate speech. All right, and you know, and they're issuing in the digital IDs, all right, for people to make use of the internet, all right, and you have and this week you had the Canadian official, all right, and he was pretty much saying that he's going to cut off the electricity, okay, to the U.S. All right, and NATO. And NATO, you know, they coming with those false ifs. You know what I'm saying? They speaking on a cyber attack, right? So you know, so we living in those times of great calamities, of times where we don't have no other choice but to be seeking Yahweh by shooting Yahweh shot. You can answer that.
It's Isaiah 55 in verse 7. It says, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon." Yep. Isaiah 55 verse 7, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts."
All right, it says, let the wicked forsake his way. Now, this is not talking about the wicked is written in the book of Job 9 and 24. All right, because the wicked is written in the book of Job 9 and 24. It's none other than Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man. This wicked is speaking on the wicked of our nation, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because it says what again? It says, let the wicked forsake his way, right? And the unrighteous man his thoughts. Because you know, when you come back into these scriptures, the scriptures is cleansing your mind. Okay, so when so through these scriptures, all right, you're going through a purging process. You know, the Lord is getting all this filth, all right, out of your mind. Okay, which means that what you're going to cast off the old men. You're no longer going to be smoking, drinking, gang banging, all right, chasing these harlots. All right.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, and verse 9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereunto, according to thy word." So backing the brother up, that's how you wash yourself. You're washing the word. The old man, you wash it with the words of Yahweh Shashad, man. Same way you gotta wash yourself physically. You gotta get in the shower and wash yourself. Same thing, with the spirit. Because especially in these last days, there's all type of stuff that perverts you, weird demonic energy. So how you tap back into the power and stay in the spirit is you have to lead, man. Get into the word of Yahweh Shashad. That's how you stay clean. Clean also once innocent, being pure. Right? We're pure in the sight of Yahweh Shashad because we take heed unto his word.
Because if I may, brother, because the true baptism comes through this word. You don't have to go into some filthy pool or where they go to the lake or river or whatever. You know what I'm saying, to get dumped inside some water. You know what I'm saying, because that doesn't. You know what I'm saying, this physical water doesn't clean you. But this word is like the true water. This word is what the scriptures say it's trying to escape me right now. Yeah, because these scriptures are what it says. These are the living waters, okay? Yeah, so
I got you. Yeah, because going to washing water is not a bad thing. As far as baptism goes, that's John's baptism. Man. This is Yahweh Shai's baptism, which he even talking about here. It's Matthew 3, verse 11. So John the Baptist speaking. He said, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance. But he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. So that's the baptism of Yahweh Shai. You know, that's the more important baptism. The Holy Spirit hitting on you. You know, the word of understanding. You know, because water, you know, getting John's baptism alone can't get you saved, man. You know, you need Yahweh Shai's baptism. And that's the afflictions you go through, the temptation, the tests you go through. Because, you know, washing, you know, that's a one-time event, that baptism. You know, you gotta constantly, especially in these times, you gotta constantly get yourself washed up and cleaned up, man. So what's more important, man? Getting dunked with some water or believing in Yahweh Shai and his words, man. You know? Isaiah 55 verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him.
Right, it says let him return to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And you return to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai by way of repentance, by way of confessing your sins. All right? Which we know that according to the book of 1 John 3 and 4, all right, sin is the transgression of the law. But you know, we understand that we're just rehearsing the righteous act, and that we are under the law of faith. All right, and that we're going to be saved by grace. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Finishing Isaiah 55 verse 7, it says, let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon.
Right, it says he will have mercy upon him because his compassions fail him not. It says, well, and he will abundantly pardon, which means he's going to blot out our iniquities. Our iniquities, Lord's willing, we build that number. All right, Lord's willing, we part of that elect.
And abundantly means generously, like the Lord's, you know, we were saying earlier, like we get the stuff we deal with, you know, it's less than what our iniquities deserve, you know. So, you know, we're all so-called worthy of death, man. You know, things that we've done in the world, you know, worshiping idols, that Lord says he's a jealous power, picking up sticks on the Sabbath. We've been doing that, man. You know, I think men died for less. But again, going to the Lord, you know, all he wants us to do is hearken unto him, man. He will abundantly pardon me. He's going to forgive me. He's going to wipe us clean, right? We just have to acknowledge him and his son, right? The spirit of truth.
You get that book in Amos 8 and 7. Because this word is precious, man. You know, pursuing the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. That word stability goes to the Hebrew word amon, which means our faith, right? So, you know, be better. So it'll behoove our people to get this word, you know, while the Lord still have us out on the highways and byways, you know, blowing this trumpet, all right? While we out here crying aloud and sparing not, you know, because we giving our people the correction through this word. We letting them know that the Lord, he has a standard that we should live by, and if we don't, then we're going to be unalive. Yep.
Okay, this is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right, this is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land.
Right, it says in the land, all right? That land is here in America, okay? Babylon the Great.
Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
Right, it says not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, which, you know what I'm saying, this will come to pass, right? Oh, you got it,
but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right, but of hearing the words of the Lord. I think, what's that, pursuing the book of 2nd Esdras 5 and 9, it says, which shall hide itself, okay? Right, because the Lord is going to have the Lord is going to have his men, all right? Their tongue is going to cleave to the roof of their mouth, which means that they're no longer going to be a reprover, all right, into you anymore, you know? Speaking into Israel first and foremost, you know, because that's who this word is really for, you know, it's for our people.
This is Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north, even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Right, because they're going to be our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Our people going to be, they're going to be seeking answers. They're going to be going throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, trying to find the men of the Lord. All right, because it's going to be total chaos and anarchy in the streets. There's going to be a sedition amongst men. Which is going to be an uprising. It's going to be looting and rioting. All right, you're going to have these troops out here in Humvees and tankers. All right, it's going to be ugly out here, but it's time. All right, the Lord, He's going to preserve His men. Okay, from this madness. The Lord's not going to have His men out here in the midst of this judgment.
Israelites.
All right.
Yeah, I was just saying. Is Matthew 25. Let's start at the top, verse 1. Matthew 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And those 10 virgins, going to the nation of Israel. And that bridegroom is Yahweh Shai. The lamp is pretty much the wisdom. We're supposed to hold wisdom and being the light. But for it to be lit, you need certain things. You can't just have oil. You can't have one without the other. You need some of the spark. But you read Matthew 25, verse 2. It says, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. Matthew 25, verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. So, no point to have a lamp, especially oil lamp, without no oil, because you can't burn nothing, man. And that's the wicked of our people. The simple of our people, which the Lord called them sadists. The Lord called them dumb, right? Because they had no oil in their lamps. I mean, it's wisdom. Remember, when in dark times, you need light, to get through the darkness. They take no God, they blinding the blind, But Matthew 25, verse 4, but the wise took oil in their vessel with their lamps. And the wise are the believers, the elect. They took the oil. They took this time of grace serious. Studied to show themselves approved, enduring all things, for the elect's sake, pushing. That's the wise, man. Because what is wisdom? It's the fear of Yahweh Shai. Right? And the 5, again, the 5 foolish, again, you can see it, man, Matthew 25, verse 5, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Pretty much we all fell away. That's Jeremiah. We discontinued from our heritage. Every last one of us fell. The righteous and the wicked. We all got our nationality and heritage. We might have been sprinkled and peppered. Some of us knew a little bit. But for the most part, we know people. We got to turn away. Matthew 25, verse 6, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Some kind of speeding it, but again, going to the Lord raising up John the Baptist, raising up ultimately, we believe through faith, Elder Albert Bivens, to come up and to show us the way, right? That cry again is us crying Abba, crying unto Yahweh Shai. Same thing a newborn baby does. The first thing they do is they cry, right? So Matthew 25, verse 7, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. That's what we're doing now. Getting ready for Yahweh Shai to return. So Matthew 25, verse 8, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out. And that's what you see, man. They don't have no answers. They swear they got all the answers. They do all the talking. They'll do a 3-hour, 4-hour, 5-hour video talking about nothing. As far as concerning the times we're in, they have no conversation in, man. Jake rather talk about parties and barbecues, whatever the hell Jake talking about. Doing reaction videos to Polly, pop the balloon shit, That's what Jake is all into. And then when the time comes, we spread the family the word, then you're going to try to come and find us, man. Why don't we speak to our apostles on down and have the answers? But it's too late, man. So Matthew 25 in verse 9, but the wise answered, saying, this is what we're going to say, not so, these there be not enough for us and you. So we're going to prepare for ourselves, man. In our household, it ain't enough for you, right? If you're worried about physical doomsday prep, we spiritually doomsday prep. It ain't enough, man. We calculate it. It's only, hey, the Lord said to Apostle Paul, my grace is sufficient for thee, man. What the Lord said about the wickedness of our people, he said, though Moses and Aaron stood before me, though Moses and Samuel, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be known as people. So no matter how much good we do, hey, we're going to be delivered by our own righteousness in our works. We can't bring nobody else along, you know? So we want more. Matthew 25, verse 10. And while they went to buy, so when they went to go find the answers, right? MOTB's made mandatory. You got missiles on the way, GPS coordinated, locked in, you know? They're going to try to find answers then, right? Because remember, Yahushua's going to come in the midst of all this. And they that were already went in to meet him, to the marriage, and the door was shut. So no more guests, you know? Again, that's getting ready to happen, man. Tying into the Lord pulling away the prophets, man. Pulling out the only way out to salvation, man. Pulling away the answers. How you gonna pass this test without answers, man? That's going to be our people. You know, help us.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Right, it says make no tarrying means not to procrastinate.
And put not off from day to day.
Right, put not off from day to day, because no man knows the hour, you know, that our beloved King and Savior, how it shall come.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right, it says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come. All right, so when you least expect it, you know, the Lord is going to come with his extreme anger. All right? Let's give it one time.
This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right, it says in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Right, that's what it says. So in thy security, man. So when you live in carelessness, you know, because your woman can't deliver you, your 401k plan can't deliver you. All right, NBA League Pass can't deliver you. All right, you know, none of these upgraded services can deliver you. You know, not your favorite artist concert. None of these things are going to be able to deliver you. All right, it's only going to be delivered by your house by shooting out a shot. You know?
That's why the scriptures say, go back to Isaiah 55 and 6, seek the Lord early while he may be found. Because, you know, going back to earlier, Jake likes to wait at the last minute to call on the Lord's name. And shit hit the fan, and it's going to be too late.
I believe it's a scripture that also says, "But seek him beat times, you know, seek him beat times, man, before the destruction." All right, because this, you know, America got an expiration date.
Somebody bring out something. Somebody speak.
It's 2 Chronicles 15, so verse 12. It says, and they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai.
Right, it says, and they entered into a covenant. They, meaning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, the true biblical Israelites. Right, it says, and they entered into a covenant. That word covenant goes into agreement. Which, that pertains to the law. You know, you can prove that in the book of Leviticus 26 and 46, and Exodus 24 and 7.
2 Chronicles 15, verse 12. They entered into a covenant to seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power of their fathers.
Right, it says Yahweh Shema Shah, power of their fathers. And you know, via reincarnation, we all our fathers coming back. But the word reincarnation means back in the flesh. All right? But when you go into our lineage, you know, our lineage goes to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
2 Chronicles 15, verse 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power of their fathers, with all their heart and with all their soul. Verse 13, that whosoever would not seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power of Israel, shall be put to death, whether small or great.
Right, it says whether small or great. So whether small, so whether you have a regular 9 to 5 and you sleeping on the court bench, all right, it says whether small or great. So great, whether you know what I'm saying, you have some type of status in this world, you know, whether you like LeBron, Jay-Z, Kanye, all right, no Floyd Mayweather.
2 Chronicles 15, verse 13, that whosoever would not seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power of Israel, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
Right, it says whether man or woman, because the Lord is not a respected person. All right? You know, which I think the brother was going into the fruit of thy doings, man. So whatever you did, so whatever actions, you know, whatever you do, all right, within this earthly realm, all right, you're going to be held accountable, you know, for your actions. You know that it's a judgment, that there's consequences and repercussions behind your actions. And as far as our people, you know, if you live in the life of sin, in the book of Romans, the 6th chapter, it tells you that the wages of sin is death, you know, and wages is a payment.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service, as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. This is Colossians 3 and 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh.
Who your masters according to the flesh, they're going to the body of the church that the Lord set up. You know, you have men over you. The Lord appointed, you're supposed to show your respect unto. But what do you see, especially in the word of Israel, you know, I elders get talked down on, man. They get called all type of names, disrespected, lied upon, right? But again, the commandment is we're supposed to honor them, right? Not as lip service or honoring men, but honoring Yahweh because we understand the bigger picture.
Not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. Verse 23, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not unto men.
So pretty much the point of that, you know, again, going to when you're putting your hand to something, honor Yahweh Shah. You know, think about the wrath. You know, always implement the fear. You know, don't be doing stuff that is going to disappoint your maker, man. It's going to piss off your maker ultimately. You know, so again, us being raised back and brought back in, you know, putting off, you know, the Hellenistic tendencies we had. You know, remember that age, because especially when Jay come in, we never had to deal with male authority. You know, they all be with his mama's boys, you know, pussy whipping, all that. You know, you don't know how to deal with reproof. You've never been in no type of environment where it's competitive and it's camaraderie and a lot of masculinity. So you have to, you have to adapt, man. You know, again, that's why these letters are written to these churches, especially back then. So how much more now? You know, they get so much more, you know, softened up because you know all the estrogen, all the stuff going on that this devil does to keep us down. That we don't revolt, you know, that we don't start, you know, getting pissed off.
670 and 68.
That was it. That's when it's been nice.
Oh yeah, slide it up. Lord's willing, you was edified.
I forgot what way. There's a way you do it.
Yep. Shalom.
Also don't want to break.
Genesis 6. Genesis 6 started.
This is on the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
So, read the first verse again.
Okay, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yep, so it's prophesied in the last days that perilous times are going to come. And, we're in it right now, man. The earth right now, again, the condition that it's in right now, it's never been this sick, it's never been this wicked, it's never been this loose and demonic, right? Especially with perilous times, man. You got planes dropping out the sky, people afraid to travel. It's different, man. Because why? Because again, this is the end of the Lord prophesied of, man. In the end, it tells terrible things, man. The word perilous means, someone get it, man. No, you good, man. You're right, though. Just, you might get it again. Yep.
Okay, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
This is the definition of perilous in the Edmond line dictionary. It says perilous, full of danger, risky, involving exposure to death, destruction, or injury.
Spiritually dangerous.
Yep. It says also spiritually dangerous.
Right, so perilous. Again, going to all the stuff, the physical things, right? Full of danger, risky, involving exposure to death, destruction, or injury. This is also spiritually dangerous. So why is it, here in these times, perilous times is known as spiritually dangerous times? Because why? Because you got the whore reigning, a couple full of abominations, all those wicked philosophies, things that are pushed out in this world, man. Moism, idolatry, so on and so forth, man. Going to sin, to transgress the law, man. So it's spiritually dangerous because why? You're putting your soul on trial, man. You condemn yourself. The Lord said, these things are not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You're not getting beamed up if you known on earth as a murderer, right? Full-fledged, you ain't repent from it. You a dope boy, right? Why not deal with that, man? You a scammer. You scamming grandmas out their check, man. Taking they work 60 years for their pension. You robbing them, man. You robbing the poor. That's one of the things the Lord hates, man. So again, perilous time shall come. So again, it's spiritually dangerous. Hazardous, so it's a place you should be careful, man. This place, Job prophesied, is the land of darkness, man. As darkness itself, a valley of death. A valley is a low place. This is the world we live in, man. People don't take shit serious, right? Everything's a game, everything's a joke, right? But again, death is so common. No one blinks an eye no more about it. Terrible things happen to people. Dude flies through a windshield. He gets died gruesomely, gored out. Nobody cares, man. Because that's how evil this place. That's how much judgment goes out. You get desensitized to it. That's why the Lord will up the ante on you people, man. To really get y'all attention. Get on Sirach 13:13. That's Sirach 13:13.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
Yep. Read again my thoughts every time.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
So observe and take heed, going to being circumspect, paying attention. Observe means to look, right? Use your eyes, not just for lusts, not just for things to forward yourself, right? Look for things that are pertaining to prophecy, right? Measuring the times, observe the time, right? How can you do that? This Lord be dealing with you, man. Because people are on their own timeline and time scale. They think about next week, next year, it's their year, 2025 is your year. They ain't looking like it, right? Every year you niggas got a New Year's resolution. Ain't nothing resolved, right? It's the same shit. Jake ain't tired of them. Because why? Because they're stuck in La La Land, man. They got a spirit on them. They're in sleep, right? When you asleep, shit don't make no sense, man. That's Jake, you know? Did you get it? Yeah, get that. So,
Yep. It's the book of First Peter. Yep. It's the book of First Peter, chapter 4, and verse 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand."
At the end of all things, all the BS, right? All the playing, right? An end. Surely an end is coming. It says that in Proverbs. You think it's going to continue on the course of the world as it is? Oh, man, the same old. No, man. The world's not okay with the condition of the earth. You shouldn't either, right? You should be mad. You should be pissed off, especially so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man. You don't got no say, man. The only thing you're going to do is a dunk of damn basketball. And even that, there's some, all the taxes, it's set up to make you poor, man. The lifestyle you adopt, you ain't going to make it nowhere. You can, buy a few cars and all that, but you ain't passing down generational wealth. That's just for you. Your grandma's still in the same block, in the hood, in the same house since 1950, man, right? Because you can't redeem your brother through carnal means, man. You just live for yourself. And that's the problem with our people, man. Esau, I wish they're divided, right? But the least of them, they might be divided too, but at a point in time, they were together. That's how they got so much shit done, man. Moab, go to Chinatown, what you gonna see, man? Right? Go to Moab land, what you see? They're all in one accord, man. They know what it is, to be together and, the power of that. But what does Jake do, man? They revolt, they pull each other down, crab in the bucket, because you're not legacy-minded, man. But I understand, what was the point of that?
Yep. It's the book of First Peter, chapter 4, verse 7. "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer."
Yep, but how do you sober up? How do you get a dose of reality? Okay, you tap into the word of Yahweh Shai, man. He wakes you up. Because that's what we're going to read in that Surah 13 and 13. All right? You're asleep, Imagine getting water splashed on you, cold water. That's us, we heard the word, man. First, excited, you're happy, right? Then first, you're terribly afraid, right? You're in fear. But that's what gets you. Of course, the sweet things, speaking myself first and foremost, man, the thing that got me was fear. Later, I heard about the sweet things. I heard the Lord gonna kill you if you don't serve. That's what I heard, right? All the extra stuff, right? The domain, the kingdom, right? Having new bodies, right? Not having to answer nobody besides our power, right? That's the beautiful stuff in the scriptures, right? But in order for us to get there, terrible things are gonna happen first, man. Book of Acts, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom, man.
Hey, real fast, just land back off you. It's funny because when I found out about you, I found out sweet things first. And it's from other camps. But then I saw this is the Great Millstone.
Yes, I heard
Great Millstone was like, yo, Pastor, get your ass out, get in order, blah, blah. It was the fear.
Exactly.
But it lets you know that the other camps ain't thinking about the fear of the Lord, man.
Yep, they got different spirit on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most of them getting their consummation here anyway. So,
Exactly. They think it's the end all be all, but it's gonna be out here being Israelites in America forever. You lost your damn mind.
The book of First Peter, chapter 4, verse 8. "And above all things, have fervent charity." It's the book of First Peter, chapter 4, and verse 7. "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer."
Yeah, so be therefore sober. Now you think about, 10 years, I'm gonna get that, that 401k. You're not in the right spirit, man. You gotta check yourself, man. So be sober, meaning understand what's the reality, what we're dealing with. We don't know the exact, date the Lord will return, but we know as far as observing prophecy goes, we're right around the corner, man. So should you be playing around? Should you be joking around, kiki, right? Knowing wrath is coming? No, man. Should we therefore make mirth, right? Knowing that destruction is coming? No, man. Get yourself in order, man. Use great spirit to your advantage, right? Not take advantage of it. But Jake find out he's his life. He says, I can do what I want to do, man. I can get 5 wives. I'm gonna pay my bills, run my credit card up. Get stupid shit like that. When you learn, like, hey, man, you gotta pace yourself. You gotta pretty much again be sober, man. Be an adult. Grow up. Watch the prayer, man. You need to be praying. You think Jake out, here as so-called made, you think he's praying to the Most High Yahweh Shai? No, man. You think about Kyrie blew his knee out. He said, "Thank God." What God he talking about? He tore his ACL shooting the free throws. Thank you, God. He a bug out too, man. He know about his life stuff, but he's all remixed. put the lime in the coconut. Jake all got all type of shit going on, man. Because why? Because they're drunk. All right? The Lord told us to be sober. Gird up our mind, man. You know, you want to see mass death. You might lose family members. You might lose your own life. Right? So be sober, man. And watch unprepared me and pray unto Yahweh Shai, you have mercy on me, man. That's all.
It's the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest there any time your heart be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares.
Yep. Flavor of the week. Who's that precept for, man? Mr. Pegasus, Mr. Poker Face. Right? Because why? Because you can read these scriptures all you want, but if you're not taking heed to yourself, you're not being real with yourself, you got no one around you being real to you, what's gonna happen, man? You're gonna go down that dark valley again, man. How? Oh my God, Lee. That's a dark hole, man. That's not just one day out of the blue. That's a build-up, man. That dude been in that darkness for a minute, right? But put on the rug and, you know, sliding down, appeasing, you know, judgment, you know, don't talk about this, about keeping shit in the circle, right? Now all this shit's coming out, man. It's like how it plays out in that movie, Reservoir Dogs. Everybody just going at each other now. You know, you talking about me, I'm gonna talk about you. I know, you know, everybody just airing out their laundry, man. You know, because why? Because they're not taking heed onto themselves. You know, they're not being real with themselves, man. Ultimately, not fearing y'all boss from shine, man. See that drunkenness comes on you. You back with the same bullshit. You back with the same crowd, man. Talking about you with Hoovers, you know. You shouldn't be around niggas like that. You still that old man. So it should be no surprise. You know? And again, best believe, man, that's what elders always say. A lot of Jacob know what they're involved in, man. They get comfortable. And that's what time does, man. Remember, when the Lord has in the wilderness, he said what? He did that so we can see our heart. He tempted us to see what we'll do, man. So that's why the Lord stretched the time out, because he wants to see the heart of men. If you knew the Lord's coming tomorrow, you would be in your right mind ASAP. You know? You wouldn't be bullshit. Because why? You know, tomorrow is that date. Well, the Lord stretched the time out so you don't know that date. It keeps everything honest, man. Right? So same thing now. We're in modern day Egypt. We're in a modern day wilderness. Okay? Waiting for the Lord to give us the land of milk and honey, man. We start first with his word, right? But the physical deliverance is again, it's a set time, man. But until then, we're gonna endure stuff, we're gonna go through stuff, you know? And time, it either does you bad or does you good. For the elect, it's gonna do us good. We're gonna shine more and more, right? But those that so-called had it, they're gonna lose it. They're gonna get darker and darker and darker. And the whole time, they never really been in the truth, man. They just been playing around. I only remember too much. Got another one? Okay, go on.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yep. So you justify yourself. So you judge yourself by yourself, not judging by the scriptures. You say you do something and you're saying, I'm cool, I ain't doing nothing wrong. But how you judge yourself? You're judging yourself according to your own thoughts. You go in Jeremiah, it says the heart is desperately wicked. So think about something that's desperate. So your mind is literally desperate to be wicked. The evil thoughts that come through your mind on a daily, if you entertain it, it becomes a big problem, man. And then it manifests. That's what happened to Alizé, man. You know? So read one more time.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Yep.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
And the end thereof is the ways of death. So physical death, of course, but spiritual death, man, that's worse. Physical death really is a blessing, man, especially in these times, right? You dead spiritually, there's no hope for you, man. You know? So again, going to you thinking to yourself that what I'm doing is okay, right? You know, I'm going on these podcasts and talking about 1,000 years from now, we might be here still, you know? And your justification was, I don't want to have this Israelite thing look bad. Man, what are you talking about? You know? You don't want to look bad, you know? Because it's about you. And it came out, man. And there's a lot of people out there like that. They make it about them, you know? It's not about you, man. It's about y'all Bosh from Shine, man. So again, going to take a heed. Be careful, right? Go back to this Sirach 13:13. Let's see what I remember. Go ahead.
This the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continuous sickness.
Yep, so death is better than a bitter life. Think about someone that has a terminal illness. Their quality of life deteriorating. They can't walk, they can't wipe themselves. It's better to just die, man. You all morphed, you know, missing chromosomes. Death is better than continuous sickness, right? And again, going to the plague. Give me any plague with the plague of the heart, right? You can't cure that. That's why they put people in straitjackets. and put them in isolation because they can't do normal things that normal people do, right? Because they're sick, man. And again, going to spiritual. So death is better than continual sickness. Our people, Isaiah the first chapter, the whole head is sick. You know, our so-called leaders are we're supposed to be our leaders that are set up by our enemy, takes to themselves up. You know, they're supposed to be the ones that's going to lead us out in the so-called promised land. You know, Umar Johnson, all them characters. Niggas been talking about Africa for how long, man? Africa ain't got shit for you, man. They talking about Egypt. You know?
Umar Johnson, No Light,
all them guys, man.
Sign
Ninja.
You just thought about this nigga told Pastor Hoy he to retire.
Yeah,
So he supposed to follow you, Party Boy? Yo, niggas, you can get mad, man.
You know, and that's the guy you crowded around, man. You say the leaders of this people calls him the air. Ain't nobody exempt from that. You know, so you crowd following this guy. You know, talking about Paul's writings ain't valid, and you talking about send tithes. Well, that's supposed to Paul's writings, man. You know? Come on, man. So read it one more time.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continuous sickness.
Yeah, so that's why missiles are coming. Missiles. That's the answer. Cleansing. There's nothing can be done to this place. We're going to say we would have healed Babylon, but she would not be healed. The wicked of our people just they have to go. They don't want to be purged out. They don't want to be spiritually cleansed. So here comes the physical cleansing, man. You're gonna burn that lake of fire, which is going to be here in so-called America. So death is better than continuing sickness. Your thoughts, man. Jake got a sick mentality, you know? What was that one nigga? He impregnated his girlfriend and his mama. Some greatest shit. You seen that shit? That's what goes on in this world, man. You know? And then they nigga put a YouTube video. He like that's something you would hide, like, you know, you don't even know all that. This nigga put it on YouTube. You know? And one girl, you know, it's crazy you know about this stuff, but this one they get put on the forefront, man. That's how evil this world is. It says, we can walk on every side when the violence men are resulting. That's what happens, man. This woman slept with 1,000 niggas in 24 hours or whatever it is, like, and not even up the ante. Like, it's like, no, it's like, should be like, damn, this is enough? Like, 1,000 niggas in 24 hours? Like, that should be I mean, goddamn, bro. They didn't want to up it, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is with wickedness. That's why the Lord has to send missiles to the place. Because all it's going to do is multiply wickedness. When you think about multiplication, it's called, what's it called? Exponential growth, right? You go from 2 times 2, and you go 4 times 4. The numbers grow, like it grows a lot, man. That's how it is wickedness. Well, it's 18th chapter. You got something?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Beautiful. Because sinners against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So going back to psychology, you thinking within yourself that what I'm doing is okay because you're judging that nothing happened to me right now. I did this evil, right? God will strike me down dead. That's not how it works. You know, he can do that. He has done that. He has struck people down dead, right? But the Lord really hates you if he lets you keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, he doesn't check you, doesn't correct you, doesn't chastise you. Because why? Because all you're doing, you're not escaping. You're just getting a worse judgment and punishment. You know. Read out the next verse.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which fear before him.
Only those that fear. Only those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem, man, right? We're going to do well in the end. Because we're going to say the race is not to the swift, right? Or the strong, or the wise. Time and chance in the favor of the elect, right? You might have came in the last second, right? The last video Ed Pascal put out, that's the first video watched. And you can be saved from that, man. And it could be a guy that's been watching for 10 years, don't make it, man. You know? So again, it's about the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem. Right? Carry the next verse.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
So it shall not be well with the wicked. You have to know that, right? So before you get caught up in it, damn, I wish I had damn, if I had a little bit of, remember what's going to happen to the wicked, man, boy.
Neither shall he prolong his days.
Yep. So I mean, when the time comes for your shit to be stopped, that line drawn, the Lord set that bound you can't pass, the death angels come, right, and send you home. There's no bargaining, there's no emergency meeting, The Lord ain't hearing that, man. When it's time for you to go, you're gonna go, man. Right? Again, you should have stopped at square one. Jake always he been running the bases, man. Jake went home, he back to bat again, hit a home run. Jake just continued on the witness, man. What's happened to them, man? It's not gonna end well. To put it politically correct, man. It's not gonna end well. Go ahead.
Which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh, but Hashem Yahweh shot.
Meaning your days gonna get cut short. That's why Jake be all into that, mask up, doing drills and all that. They know they're gonna die soon, man. Like they're saying, live fast, die young. Because when you live fast, you're gonna die, man. Being simple, not taking heed to the words of Yahweh Shai, not fearing him, right? Living by no rules. You just out here, selling drugs to anybody. Your cousin, you got your little brother out there on the block. He 8 years old. You grooming him. The Lord gonna have to, He's gonna do something to you, man. Right? There was a rapper this week. I don't know his name. Him and his daughter. What's his name?
Lil Ronnie.
Yeah, Lil Ronnie. All these Lils. Niggas still want to call themselves Lil. Every Lil I know gets shot. Wayne got shot. He died. He got an ultra demon on him. But all these little niggas, Jake, again, why they call it little? Because he probably had a deal under the small hat, man. Getting popped. Who knows, man? But unfortunately, him and his daughter died, man. Same old thing. He was a good man. Grandma on the TV. He was a good man. He don't bother nobody. And it could be true, but whoever appears to be innocent, man. Remember that. But you got something good. Don't forget that something. What you got? Yeah, that's good.
This the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 24. It says, "He that hath small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High."
Yep. And again, see prime examples. People that have been lifted up. That's going to say, God's puffed up. All the breakdowns. You go through all the secular history, examples, and time frames and timelines. But if you don't fear Yahweh Shai, eventually you're going to fall, man. You're going to edify the elect. The Lord going to use that as an example. But it's the nonsense. This is why people, again, where are their parents? Where are the people that sit over them? They're just out here, like you say, they're like a bull in a net, man. Just loose, man, and violent. Let somebody say, yo, chill out, man. They don't want to throw hands and fight you little badass monsters, man.
But the scriptures say, "Father is set in great dignity."
And it's good to say, fool lifted himself up with laughter. Someone's always laughing. It's usually a stupid person, man. Do that.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 19, and verse 24. "He that hath small understanding."
Yep. So he that hath small understanding. So you might just know about what the MOTB is, right? You might just know what the name of the Lord is, right? You might know, again, a few things, man. But you might not be able to go to the deep, dark parables, and put stuff together like you see certain men on highways and byways do. But you're better off than him that what? Go ahead.
Yep. It says, "He that hath small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High."
Yep, and that's what you call a hypocrite. It says, well in the prophet that there's one that teacheth many, but is unprofitable unto himself. You can tell everybody else what they should be doing, but you ain't doing it. It's the same spirit the wicked scribes and Pharisees was, which Yahweh warned us that was the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Lord, it's a hypocrite, man. That's why when we speak stuff, we gotta take heed what we're saying. You say don't do this, A, B, C, but you're doing it, right? What do you think the Lord's looking at you at? He's looking at you like an idiot. Because why? Because you can do well to others, but you can't do well to yourself. Okay? That's not keeping the commandments, right? You say love thyself as thy neighbor, man, or love your neighbor as yourself, right? What is love? Keeping the commandments. So you can't love your neighbor if you don't keep the commandments, right? So again, going to the point. The key is the fear. The fear will take you a long way. Okay, just fear Yahweh Shai. You might not have it all together. I was going to say not all great men are wise, But if you fear Yahweh Shai, you're all right, man. In the sight of the Lord, man. It ain't all about, being an orator and being, it ain't about that, man. I guess, again, all puffed up. I think it's about you, man. What?
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 3. "For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself."
Yep, I'm him. I'm that nigga. That's a low mentality to be in, man. And to say the greater the heart, the more humble thyself. You should make it an effort, you know, if you be someone of a high status to lower yourself down, man, because it keeps ego out the way. You know, you got good ego and you got bad ego. You know, the bad ego is pride, man. You know, so if you think yourself something, right? Going back to what we opened up earlier, man, lovers of themselves, narcissists. You know, looking in the mirror, look at me. You used to be like that, man. You know, but that's a wicked spirit to be in, man. You know, it's, first off, it's effeminate, right? I don't care what you look like on the outside, man. It's about the inside. That's what the Lord looks at, man. You know? But that's something. You got something else? That's something.
Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13.
Okay, bring it back. Get that 17. 17. Top me one.
That festival over there, is that way?
Judgment, man. He's making himself guilty. That's judgment, man.
Yeah.
Billy been saying about that? We've been talking about judgment, man.
You should have known that was going to happen on them ninjas up there.
Yeah. How did he look? He tasted me. He tasted me, though.
Damn.
Turn around.
That's judgment, bro. Goofy ass. Shit. You do evil, you better have a plan. That nigga had no plan. It's over with. It's over with.
Yeah.
I don't know. He booked. He's done.
And his boy's leaving.
He's done. His nigga left. He left him.
Yeah.
Look at him. On there.
He's done. That's crazy, bro.
It was the same one with the kids.
It's the same with the
It
kids.
was the same one just with the kids. You remember they looked at you?
That's crazy.
Kids?
Yeah, that's what they. Lord, we get them,
Yeah,
man.
the kids that was walking with them.
Get that stuff out. Yeah, read it one more time. Yep. Put that about to close the block off. The elders down there, ain't he?
Yeah.
Check their feet, see if they straight. You got it?
I got you.
So, this is another day of Babylon. You know?
It shows you what happens when you don't fear the Lord.
Right. They be here every week, bro. It was fighting last week, bro. They was fighting in the corner over there.
Yeah, there's two. Northern Kingdom, Jacob over there. Going down.
You got it?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is in the midst thereof.
All down there, height.
I knew it. I want to watch their feet. I want to see how they say that.
Judging, man.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is in the midst thereof. He would not do iniquity. Every morning, doeth he bring his judgment to light. He filleth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame.
Yep. And again, that's the judgment, man. That's how you know our power lives, man. Because again, you got a cotton candy understanding of our power. Get should it be given in the city whether or not done it. Get some judgment precepts, man. And again, this is just a prelude to Jacob's trouble. And you'll be lucky if you see some sirens and police. Because they're gonna be at the crib protecting their family, you know, protecting the poor people. You go call 911, ain't nobody gonna pull up like that, you know.
Yeah. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Yep, so an alarm. That's why there's sirens on these cars, man. It's to warn you. You gotta get massive.
Shall there be evil in a city,
Yep.
and the Lord have not done it?
So should there be evil in the city, man? That's evil. Ain't nothing good about that, right? So the evil in the city, we're in downtown, right? And the Lord have not done it. So the Lord orchestrated this. The dude might have had some other plans, you know, it's the weekend, whatever. He on the phone, taking some female, whatever. And he end up what? Now he catching whatever charge he got. That don't look good, you know? Do it one time.
Okay, this is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Yep. Everybody's looking. Why everybody looking? That's what happens. You want to hear the words of the prophets, you're going to watch judgment. You know? Your eyes going to be stuck on judgment. What?
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
So shall there be evil in the city, the Lord have not done it? Again, it's an evil situation, man. We don't know it. You know, they come over here no evil, see no. We don't know, right? We're just here teaching. But, hey, again, the Lord set this whole thing up, man. Right in front of us. That ain't no accident, man. You know, so this should be a faith booster, man. Here it is, evil happened, and we're okay, so to say, we unimpeded, teaching the word, right? Whatever else to be doing when judgment comes. So to say, bless the man when the Lord, when he come and finds himself doing, you know? Doing what? Having our hands in our pockets and shit. No, man. Doing the work of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? That's one. You got something? Bring evil. Yeah. Two more? Okay. He said two more. So get Sirach 13. Okay.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed.
Yep. Observe and take good heed, right? The spirit of this camp has been the whole time, man. Go ahead.
For thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
Yep. You're walking in the peril of thy overthrowing. Any step you take, it could be a battle, man. It's dangerous out here, man. Even driving down here, you know? People driving like assholes, right? Run you off the road, man. You're done for it. You understand how fast this car is moving. It might be normal to you, but crashing into a tree or anything from 50 miles an hour to dead stop, that's going to hurt, man. You know? That's why we got earlier about lifting up them prayers, man. Because I always get it wrong.
9 and 12.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awaken thy sleep.
Yep. When you hear these things, when you hear the words of the Lord, awake out of thy sleep. Snap out of it, man. You know, that's what we're trying to tell our people, man. Wake up, man. Think about trying to wake somebody up that's sound like this gone, man. Z'd out, you know? That was us for a time, drooling on the pillow, right? And again, the Lord splashed that cold water on us, man. Cold dose of reality, right? Because why? Because again, we're in a dangerous place. We just talked about it earlier. It's a very dark and low place, right? 100 feet from here, you know, dude, damn murderer, man. Whatever. I mean, again, they got EMS. I'm just spirit speculating. It's not good, man. Right? He running, getting chased down, right? Again, because, and that's just one corner and section of this city, man. All type of evil's going on, man. You know. Again, so observe, you know, and pay attention, man. Be in the right spirit, because why? Because again, we don't want to be in a situation like this, man. You know, get caught in the crosshair. You know, be what's it called? What's a casualty? Yeah, casualty of war. You know, you catching a hot one. You know, a straight. You don't want to be dealing with that, man. That's why the best thing is to fear Yahweh Shai, man. The hedge of protection, you need it, man. What's that, man?
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time.
Yep, so man knoweth not his time, meaning you don't know when it's the time to go, man. You know? Time for you to get sent home. The Lord's going to cry your spirit. You know? So you don't know. So you better live like you don't know your next day can be your last, man. You know? You count on tomorrow. I was going to say about worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know, it's going to come deal with itself. Today is enough evil to get through, man. What?
As the fishes that are taken in an evil net.
Yep. So saying when you're fishing out there, you throw the bait out. You know, you out there being patient. The fish don't know. You think you got a meal, man. You know. Then that one look hella good, man. You know. He bite it, he get grabbed up, and he gets brought out of water, man. You know. That's Jake, what?
And as the birds that are caught in the snare.
Yep. So birds caught in the snare, meaning they see the trap, right? You got all type of stuff. And Jake is getting made folly of a fake car, right? They leave a fake empty car. Jake getting that bitch to peel off, and there was a whole time the car cut off and police pull on him. You know, that's a trap, man. That's a foul. You know, the accusers are brethren, right? Putting the guns and the drugs in the neighborhood. You know, setting up dope boys, right? Nigga get all these drugs out of nowhere. Where they get this shit from, man? You getting it from the station, you know? What?
It says, so are the sons of men snared in an evil tongue.
Yep. So that they can't escape. When judgment is sent to you, evil's coming to you, bad times, you're snared, man. You can't get out of it, man. That's going to say, when they shall say peace and safety, there's sudden destruction coming upon them, right? What?
When it falleth suddenly upon them.
Yep, suddenly, meaning you can't prepare for it. You know, you can have all the bases covered, but you're weak in one part. And that's what the Lord gonna get you, man. He's a man of war, right? And you provoking him, right? You testing his patience, you know, you worshiping other guys, and you doing all type of stuff. You giving his prophets hell, all right? All your wicked BMs giving brothers some trouble, you know. I got it for you, man, all right? Because it's gonna come upon you suddenly. So ain't gonna be no time to put up no prayer, you know. They said the book got no name on it, well, it's gonna be sent to you, right? Again, the taste of what comes to get you. Again, it's not gonna, you're not gonna have enough time to get right. You usually get right before the judgment. That's your 12th chapter. Seek thy creator, and there's thy youth, man. Before the evil days draw nigh, man. And that's pretty much the spirit we've been getting in the lesson. So that's pretty much it with me. You know, those were just edifying. Y'all, Basham Shah, Barak Adam. That's the next brothers.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 5. It says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing.
That's right. So whoso keepeth the commandment of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, that entails us what? Come out here in the highways and hedges and preach the words, right? In season, out of season. The scriptures speak about exhorting one daily. You know, keeping the faith. You know, as you see, the days that are approaching are very evil. They're full of judgment. They're full of the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? So whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, the evil times, right? The times that the apostles and those in the great millstone have been speaking about, you know, all since they came out from the highways and edges, the doom and gloom that's going to come to Babylon the Great, aka America.
Yeah. It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 5. It says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
Right, a wise man, right, a man that's been inspired by, you know, the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, right, to change, to make that change, to convert, right. With change, you know, you be born again, right, a new creature, with a new purpose, right. You're gonna be able to discern, right, the times we're living in. Judgments that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to pour out here in these last days. Everyone's walking around in La La Land. You know, people come downtown just to play Pokemon Go. You know, people come out here for water, you know, for bread and circus. That's what I say, bread and circus. You know, not even all this week. You know, everybody's talking about the recession that's coming. You know, there's fear, great fear. You know, and that's in the air. But yet people are still living it up.
This is Psalms 86 and 11. It says, teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name. The Psalms 86 and 11. teach me thy way, O Lord.
Yeah, we asking the Lord to teach us of His ways. Us being taught of the ways of Yahweh Shemau Shai, that's the most beneficial thing that you can take time out of your day and learn. Right? The ways that pleases the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. The one that can pass over the judgment, that's fastly approaching. As we're coming into the time of the Passover. We're rehearsing, the time when the Lord delivered us out of Egypt. Right? We're coming into that second Exodus, right? When Yahweh Shema Shai is going to say again, set his hand again the second time to deliver the remnant of his people, right? The elect.
Psalms 86:11. Teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name.
Right? Unite. You're supposed to ask the Lord to put a spark within you, right? To inspire you to fear His name. The name is Yahweh Shema Shai. That is the name that you ought to be fearing. Because the name Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Allah Shaja, right? God Almighty, right? He's very terrible. He's to be feared. He's to be worshipped and served, right? Especially if you're an Israelite.
That was it. Yeah.
So Luke 21, verse 34, it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting.
That's right. It says, and take heed to yourselves. So when we're speaking down here in the highways and hedges, we're making sure that we're taking heed to this message. Constantly staying active, right? Not turning away from the plow. He that put his hand to the plow and looking back is not fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. You got a lot of men who are willing to look back in these days. Because the fear of their reputation. Well, you got a spot in your garment. That's why you want to go back. But the elect will stay without spot and without blemish.
Yeah, the scripture said, remember Lot's wife. That isn't for the women, that's for these men too.
Yeah, so he that put his hand to the plow, right, and looking back should be beaten with many stripes. He that knew his father will, right, and did it not, right, you put the Lord Yahweh Shai to open shame, right? You put the endure to the end, and you may have the opportunity to be saved.
So Luke 21 and verse 34, it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life.
That's right. It says that word least means to prevent, right, or to avoid the risk of your heart, right, for heart meaning your mind. So to avoid the risk of your mind being overcharged with surfeiting, right, and drunkenness and the cares of this life, you gotta take heed to what the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai are going into. What has been commanded of us here in these last days, right? Yahweh Shai said, till I come, right, give attendance to doctrine, right, to reading, exhortation, to prophecy, right? These are things that we're supposed to be occupied in, right, constantly, every day, no days off in the ministry, right? Because if you're overcharged with the cares of this life, that day is going to come upon you unawares.
Yeah, definition of surfeiting. All right, in the Greek, paraleia, it says the giddiness and headache caused by drinking wine to excess.
Yeah, when you drink, basically that hungover feeling. You had all this time surfeiting, right? What's going to come a time where the party is going to be over? And then reality is going to sit in, right? And you're going to be all hungover through not having any answers, right? So this is what we're trying to prevent. When the party stops in America, we're going to celebrate because we're going to be anticipating it. While people who put their all to invest in Babylon the Great, they're going to be sad. They're going to be hurt. the party's over, the lights turned on, you was having the time, you was having all this time, fun, right? You wait for the water. And they have this thing called blackout drunk. You know, when people black out, they don't know what the hell happened the night before. You know? How did I end up here? You know?
Is Luke? Let me read from the top again. Luke 21, verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares.
That's right. The day of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to come upon you unawares. You were least expecting it.
Luke 21, verse 35.
Yeah, hold on.
Just one more quick. 1 Peter 4:7 about being sober. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
That's right. So the scriptures tell us to be sober-minded, right? Understanding what the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Being circumspect, being aware of your surroundings. You know, the old saying, "Fools rush in where wise men dare to go." You know, and like a bunch of fools, everyone is running down to Egypt for help. You know, if there's a recession coming, well, what's your defense? What are you gonna do? Everyone is bugging out. You know, they have this thing crash out. People are crashing out because they don't have any answers. But Yahweh Shai said what? He is the way, the truth, and the light. No man cometh unto the Father but by him. Right? So Yahweh Shai has laid the path, and it's a path of difficulty, but yet it's a path that leads to salvation. You know, safety.
So, Luke 21, verse 35. For as a snare shall have come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
That's right. As a snare is a trap. The day of the Lord is going to come as a snare, as a trap. You know, and who is laying that trap? Esau, Edom. You know, we're asking the Lord to deliver us from the snare, you know, of the fowler. If the fowler is a hunter, he's on the hunt. Here it is, you know, America's going to be great again. You know, they're speaking about all the good that's going to come to Babylon the Great. You know, you know, just give Trump, just give him time. Just give him time. We're still dealing with Biden, the economy that Biden put in, and you gotta give him time to fix everything. You know, for his executive orders, you know, to get passed. You know, and things are gonna get better for us. That's what people believe. But we're only gonna continue to advance in the MOT to the beat technology. That's what we're racing towards, right? This new world, this new system. Everything's gonna be digitalized. You're gonna be on the grid.
Okay,
Luke 21, verse 36. It says, watch ye therefore, and pray always.
Watch. What are we watching for? We're watching for the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai, because that's what's going to come to pass. And as you watch the prophecies, you know, that's what gives you the drive to keep moving forward. As we see the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai come to pass, you should be getting excited. You should, okay, this is happening. This is going to happen. We're very close. You know, to the return of our Lord, Yahweh Shai. You know, where he was set us a righteous kingdom. You know, and we're very close to our enemy, you know, rolling in and trying to fulfill his will, and Yahweh Shema Shai lifting up that standard. So, what mindset you ought to be in? You know, you got to make righteousness your laying up treasures in heaven, it's going to say, alms shall deliver thee from death. So while we have this grace period, you're supposed to be putting the work in, right? But you may have a place of refuge during those times.
Yeah. Luke 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
Yeah, so in order to stand before the Son of Man, it says always watching and praying. Always doing these things. Be occupied till I come. That's what the nobleman told his servants. He told them, occupy till I come. Right? So we gotta be busy, constantly watching, constantly praying, because the days are evil. Things are only gonna get worse. If you think inflation is bad now, well, inflation is going to get worse. If you think, your job and how they're bringing in these regulations are tight now, well, things are only going to get worse because they're incentivizing, let's say you drive, I know these freight companies, these box trucks companies, UPS, Amazon, FedEx, they're incentivizing. The insurance companies are incentivizing them to put cameras and constantly monitor you. Why? So you get a discount on your insurance. And because what overhead is so thin, the margins are so thin, but they're telling you, so just in case y'all get into an accident. But no, they're constantly. What are you guys doing with all that data? They're constantly feeding that data. They want to know what everyone is doing at all times, everywhere. Because he thinks that he's God. I saw a clip where this Edomite woman was speaking to AI. I don't know if it was ChatGPT. Oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, I don't know either. Or it was a Grok. I don't remember. One of those. And just like Elon said, we're creating a God, because she asked him. She asked the AI. She asked the AI, how was I created? When were you created? He said, well, I've always been here. I'm just a makeup of material and atoms. I've always been here. It was just now that you acknowledge me that I've been here. So I am that I am. That's literally the answer he gave the woman. I am that I am. I've always been here. You have people that literally work to, they record themselves talking to them, all day long. Buses might be through out here. Just feeding them data, and the answers are getting more sophisticated. You have these self-driving cars where there's literally people who ride in them all day, to see how well they perform. They're getting better and better. So we're moving into a new future, and China has there ain't just Tesla self-driving cars in China. There's all types of models like that. Uber is moving to the self-driving models, right? So all of this advancement in technology, is being laid out as a snare, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, because here in America they always condemn China. Well, they're mimicking the same setup that China got going on. The social credit system and the self-driving cars. The technology over there, other parts of the world always goes into it, especially concerning electric vehicles, are way more advanced than the Teslas over here in so-called America. And that's why I can say woe to the Babylon and Asia, because they're tied together, man. MOTB system is the same thing.
Yeah, you watch it on social media. Everyone is over there in China, Japan. They say what America is being left behind as far as technology and how things are operated in the streets over there. Okay. You know that, Matthew?
Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 42. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come.
Yes, watch. We don't know what hour. We don't know the season that Yahweh Shai is literally going to come. It's not predictable, right? But you can measure the time. You can, you can look. All right, well, this is going on over here. They're worried about, what happened to all the gold. They're worried about this. They're worried about that. Hearing about wars and rumors of war. We're in the time where we're actually hearing about rumors of World War III, right? We're in the time where you got the Ukrainian Prime Minister coming to America, not taking the Americans all that serious. Why are you not wearing the suit? Like, I just came off a plane, international plane, but you want me to dress, and I came straight from the airport to come to this meeting, but you want me to wear a suit. I'm comfortable. This it's all foolishness at the end of the day. Ain't nobody taking America too serious anymore. The power of America is waning. I was watching the elder Ariella. He was doing a lesson. Well, if they were gonna take over Iran, if they were gonna overthrow them, they should have done that years ago when their military was a lot weaker and America was a lot stronger. But now America's power is waning, and now the weak is saying, I am strong.
The prophecy got to be fulfilled.
It's true, because talk about World War III, it was taboo for a time. Now you got your president, your current president, talking about it on national television.
Yep.
Back in Matthew 24 and 43. It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known and watched the thief would come, he would have watched and would not suffer his house to be broken up.
Okay.
Therefore, verse 44, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh.
That's right. And so, understand that when they have the whole saying, you don't know what you have until it's lost, or you don't know how valuable is something. If people knew how valuable Apple was going to be or Microsoft was going to be, back in the 70s or 80s, whenever it came out, 1990s, early 2000s, how lucrative that business, they would invest in. Well, you understand, which you can't really understand what Yahweh Bashar has prepared for them that love Him, right? The kingdom of heaven. It's out of this world. You can't even fathom. We're so on a low level of what the kingdom. You can think about the best life ever, and it's still going to be on a very low level, right? But if you could understand how bad things were going to be, how bad times are going to become, right? You would have still invested in the stock of Yahweh Shema Shai. Our people don't consider, but the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, we are considering these things. And that's why we are in the spirit of being ready. That when Yahweh Shai comes, when he comes, can we look at Mark 13? And I think it's you can read like the last 3 verses. Oh, is it? That's only one more.
It's Mark 13 and verse. It's Mark 13. So Mark 13, verse 32. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father.
Yeah, but a wise man's heart discerns both time and judgment. So we know we're close. We know that this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Right? So we know we're in that time. We know we're in we are that generation that's going to see the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Whether it's 2 years from now, 5 years from now, we don't know. But we're going to take things day by day, making sure that we be blameless. Because you don't know when your next day could be your last day. So what? We got to taking things day by day, for sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Right? Yeah.
Mark 13, verse 33. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
Yeah, when you read this account in Luke, the disciples asked him, he said, Lord, thou sayest this unto us or unto all? And he repeated it. He said it again. Showing you how important it is for us to watch and pray and to take heed. When you take heed to something, if I give you instructions on where the nearest bank is, you following those instructions and making it to the bank. That's the example of someone taking heed, right? So by us taking heed to what's been given to us, if any man be spiritual, let them understand that the words that we say unto you are the commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what the Apostle Paul said. So the orders that go out, to be in the spirit of daily edification, right? To go out in the highways and hedges week in and week out, to put the shows up, to make sure you're sending up your prayers, right? These are the things that Yahweh Shema Shai wants us to be doing, right?
That's what talking about the end and watching. Chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting of the summer of times? Or what shall the end of the first be in the beginning of it that followeth?
And so what shall be the end of the age that we're in now? There's an age where the heathens are constantly ruling. Calling us crazy.
Yeah, I see. You saw that, right?
Yeah, you're crazy. You crazy. Driving a Subaru.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Well, our people, they're the ones who are crazy. They're drunk off the wine and philosophy of this world. You ever watch a movie where, like a witch, it'd be an old movie where a witch would cast a spell on everybody, and everybody acting weird, everyone's acting different. Well, Esau Edom is a wizard. He's a witch, and he's casting spells upon the people. Constant enchantments are going out. And the food, if you invested in a microscope, not a microscope, but like one of those it's similar to a microscope. Yeah, microscope, where you look and look at your food.
Oh yeah, from the microscope.
Yeah. I was thinking about telescope. Yeah, but yeah, microscope. I said right.
Same family.
Yeah, and you look at a microscope and and you examine your food. You can be like, what is that? No, what is that? What is those bugs on my chips?
Right.
I saw the clip Snowpiercer. I was gonna send it to the chat when they were on the train with those black bars. He was like, what are those? That's what we eating now.
Facts.
That's literally what we're eating. Why do you think you constantly got digestive issues? It's what you're eating. We're eating filth. We're eating slop. What they was eating on the Matrix, that's literally what you're eating. It just looks better. It's magic.
Yeah, but backing you up, why people having, only took one dump a week. Like, you only took one dump? Like, yo, these people diets, man.
People are cruel. Look at it. You got people resting their hands on their stomach.
And then these same people and be like, you took 2-3 dumps a day? Like, something wrong with you.
He was true out here.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8, it says, he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac. It says, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed.
That's right. Esau, he'll being held by Jacob is symbolic, is a foreshadowing of us pulling him out of power. When Jacob wrestled the angel, what the hell did Esau do? Where's all his greatness? He sold his birthright. He's a loser. But our forefather Jacob, is a mighty one. He wrestled an angel. It with a thigh out of joint till the sun went down. The angel was like, all right, man, I'm over. We gotta resist Satan. He shall flee from us. You wanna say something?
Damn, you see me.
Ain't no tell them what you was doing last night. And you worry about me.
Right. Gosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about club and the nightlife. You know, people.
Yeah, it was a couple. My work.
Any more than that?
That was one.
It's Mark 13, verse 34. It says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants."
You know, the Son of Man being Yahweh Shai. You know, that's another title for our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, showing you that he came in the flesh. He was born of a union of a man and a woman. Right? He was the son of a man. Right? He didn't say son of a woman, no, he was the son of a man. You know, because Joseph put his semen, right, his sperma, you know, inside of Mary. And Jacob and Yahweh Shai was born. You know? So the Son of Man is like, you know, and where did he go? With the angels, the Son of Man was taken to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, presented to the Most High. And when Yahweh Shai was presented, you know, to the Heavenly Father Yahweh crowned him with glory, right? And gave him dominion in the heavens and in the earth, and put all things under his feet. You know, save the Heavenly Father himself.
You got guys having the knowledge of worship Yahweh Shai. In what context? My God. What is another
But those, yeah, like you said, those are the nigga that got arrested that was being chased.
Yeah.
The woman that he was with was kind of scoffing at us, laughing. She gave Mike Allen a stink eye. So you know, I'm like, damn, what do you do? She was mad. She mad. He didn't look at her.
That guy was I seen the curses on him.
Yeah, sin evil.
Yeah.
You know, scripture say, pray not now for this people, neither lift up a cry nor prayer for them for their good. You know, so we don't want to see good. Y'all niggas have seen too much good. You know, too much good has been shown to y'all, eating all deliciously. You know, it's gonna be the average person. He already getting ready.
Yeah, you gotta
start.
They're gonna be asking him for help.
Yep.
Now, literally, people like that gonna be like, alright.
People have women and everything. Bad bitties.
Yeah, nah, literally. Now, I hope you. Give him that bag. He already gonna know how to survive, how to make a tent, how to make a fire. You know? Any more on that, Mark?
Yeah. Mark 13, verse 34, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work."
Yeah, what did Yahweh Shai tell Peter? You know, upon this rock shall I build my church, right? And I give you the keys of life and death. Whatever thou shalt bind in heaven, bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever thou shalt loose in earth shall be loosed in heaven. You know? That's why, you know, when brothers block somebody, you know, off their channel, you just cast that man into the outer abyss. You know? You know, that dude has been marked now. Man, woman. You know? You got a goddamn woman, you got a gorilla. You know, not even a woman, you got a female gorilla on the Gorilla Hebrew page, like, you know, you don't let him without sin cast the first stone. You niggas can't forgive. Only Yahweh Shai got that authority. And your servants have that authority, have been given a certain level of authority to pass judgment upon you. Right? Because we're the ones playing with that full deck, that wisdom and knowledge in the sermon of Yahweh Shai, to be able to discern between that which is good and evil. Right? And they would have a pattern of good works, a pattern of choosing that which is good, that which is righteous. Because someone is going to be blameless at the end of the day. Yahweh Shai was blameless. Right. All you had was false allegations and false witnesses rise up against Yahweh Shai. So the same thing would be for his servants. You know, we don't got no skeletons in the closet.
Right. Yeah, because me and Waldo are talking about that. Whatever brothers is into is gonna fucking come out, bro. That's why we gotta always, walk right, walk clean, man. Being some bullshit. Now we all got, things that we keep to ourselves, but stuff like that, being stuff like that.
That dude was out of order. You know, the dude that exposed everything, yeah, that was out of order.
Yeah.
Now Israel want to do a nation fast. Y'all think you should have fasted before y'all had that council.
Right.
Before y'all turned on the camera, y'all should have fasted.
Right.
You know, they're thinking I was sorry Los Angeles the leadership here was, he asked me for a watch.
Give him a time that you want one. You know what I'm saying?
What you need a watch for?
A watch like that.
What? Matthew 16:1.
Right.
You know, you can discern the face of the times. You can stop, you can't discern the signs of the times.
I was holding that earlier.
Let's finish this up.
Finish Mark 13 and 34. It says, He gave authority to His servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch.
That's right.
Yep. Mark 13 and verse 37. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
That's right. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Because when you read that carefully, his disciples asked him, what I say unto you, he was speaking to the disciples. He said, when thou sayest unto us, or thou speakest this unto everyone, unto all. That was the other account. What I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. That's what we're supposed to be doing here in this last day. Watch. Babylon here is a dirty place.
You can't watch unless you know what the prophecies are to watch for. You gotta know what the Lord is saying, what the scriptures is saying.
Somebody tell you should start investing in the stock market. What should I do? What should I buy?
Right.
You should get a 401k. Well, which plan should I get?
Right.
You need more insight, more knowledge. These fly-by-night Israelites, and we in that time of everybody. The Day of Atonement, Yahweh Shai is our atonement.
That's right.
The Day of Atonement itself, that's just a rehearsal. Yahweh Shai died once for the nation. But yet, you guys think you can have it in the history books where everyone fasted.
Right.
Yahweh Shai is going to remember this day in the kingdom where, in Babylon, because of Sakari and his evil and his wickedness, everybody fasted in Israel. Why are we going to fast for somebody who's wicked? He need to fast for himself. He need to ask the Lord for forgiveness. What can we do? Right. Well, when you read in the book of Ezra fasted for, 21 days, I believe?
Yeah.
14, 21, can't remember. But
I think it was 21.
Yeah, it was about 21 days. And he was pleading, and that was the righteous man, part of the elect. You niggas don't even know if you're part of the elect, and you think you can ask the Lord to forgive somebody.
A quick one. Sirach 32, or Ecclesiastes 32, in verse 19, do nothing without advice, and when thou hast done once, repent not. I'll read again. So Sirach 32, verse 19, do nothing without advice, meaning counsel, and when thou hast done it, thou hast once done it, repent not. Meaning, don't feel sorry after you get caught up, right? Because you did it without advice, you did it without counsel. So there's no point in repenting. Your safety net was the counsel, man. So you stepping outside of that safety net, that's on you when you catch what you catch, man.
Yeah, great millstones, they give you counsel on what you're supposed to be doing. What are the plans of the Lord? Clearly, obviously, Lord's willing, the men of great millstone, and Lord's willing, we're part of that number. That endure that, I just saw 444 with a 7. Look, man, the Lord is dealing. We see Yahweh Shema Shai, the Spirit of the Lord in our day-to-day lives. We know our intentions are sincere. We don't gotta come out here and bad mouth and slander. are you, you know, they of the circumcision? The Lord's gonna do the exposure. The Lord's gonna expose you guys. And like the elder apostle McCall constantly get on all the niggas in Great Millstone. I literally still remember the Spirit just had it come to my mind. Apostle turned on the lesson, you know, turn on the live stream, you know, open up. Hey, how y'all doing? It's gonna be a short lesson. You know, and he said, oh, God bless you. God bless you, God bless you. And all he did was send a person on wicked niggas in Great Millstone. You know, a house cleaning always comes around the Passover.
Wow.
So Rock also knows Ecclesiastes 25:5 on how comely is the wisdom of old men and understanding and counsel to the man of honor.
Yeah, how beautiful is the wisdom of old men? Why? Because old men, yeah, they have experience. And in our culture, you didn't just, you know, go to an elder, you know, an elderly man, right? A man of good report and just talk down and just. That's why you have a saying: respect your elder.
Yep.
You know, that's part of our culture. If a woman, if a mom, if you thought your mom, even your parents, you thought your parents wasn't wrong, you couldn't just go to them and be like, "Nah, you're doing this wrong." You know, go cursing your parents out. Nah, you had to take the load.
Yep.
You know, you had to reason with them with wisdom, with with salt. You know, you couldn't just say anything, you know, to your parents. They could be treating you wrong. You gotta take the load. You know?
That
That was it.
Yeah.
Let's go, back to he was that in Hebrews 11 and 6. You know, it starts 6, it points to 7. Start 7.
Yeah. That's Hebrews 11:7. It says, by faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet.
Yeah, we are in the spirit of Noah, right? Being warned of the things not seen as yet, but we believe it, you know, through our faith, right? The things that were said to come, you know, when we saw the apostles and elder bishops out here in the highways and hedges, you know, we were moved with fear, believing those words that they spoke, right? Because they were coming out the scriptures. Everything they spoke about, they had a precept to back it up.
Right.
Right? So by faith, Noah was warned of things not seen as yet. Go ahead, brother.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
trying back in with you. Because what was Noah, what did the Lord warn Noah about? A flood, which was rain. And you got to keep in mind, it didn't rain, right? Like it tells you in Genesis 2nd chapter, a mist, dew watered the plants. All right? So applying it to now, these people have never seen missiles over here.
Yeah, and you can tell the world has gotten so weak. Well, a lot of people really don't understand. When you go outside in your little apartment building, that's not real grass. You know, when you go buy a house, let's say you buy a house, that's not real grass.
Right.
You know, they actually uproot the grass and you can grow it back, but majority of the time they just say tarp down. You know, you see those dystopian movies where they spray the grass and make it green. That is already reality. That's what people don't. We're already living in a dystopian future. You know, you don't even see the dew in the ground anymore.
Go to the construction site, you'll see it. When they're building new homes up, go check it out. It's cut in layers. You know what I'm saying? And go check it out.
You don't see the dew of the grass anymore.
Yeah.
You know, but like brothers going into, you've never seen a nuclear. Well, China and Russia, they'll have their missiles and they'll be a block long.
Yep.
You know, those missiles are huge when they have their military parade in the streets. You know, to show their people, this is where your taxes are going. This is where your taxes are going. To war. Let's get that in Joel the 3rd chapter. Joel 3, verse 8. What were we just reading? Hebrews 11? Because this is what Yeah, now I want to go back to it. Let's just say,
On that first.
yeah, 'cause that's what this is what us in these times are prophesying about. That we're moving with fear. Of the destruction. Yeah.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
That's right. The Gentiles, are these heathen nations because this is their war to fight. They're the ones who want the NWO, right? We're just watchmen. We're just seers. We're just watching it all unfold, right? Wake up the mighty men. Get prepared for war. Wake up. Hurry up and speed things up. Fight over to who wants this NWO, who wants to be at the head of this NWO. Why the heathen rage? Right? They're raging to see who's going to be in power. Let's see who's going to do it. We don't got to say so. We don't got a military. But we have one in the heavens. Yahweh Shai.
Let's just show you that.
Yeah.
Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Let them come up. Prepare for battle. Keep going, brother.
Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah, your plow. Those meaning the money that you're investing into agriculture. Start allocating those funds into war. Building up your war chest. That's what these nations are doing. Building up their war chest. Getting prepared to fight in this third war. The war to end all wars. We're talking about confidence and talking from nation to nation. And what do you keep hearing? You keep hearing jobs are going to get better because they need the working class working.
Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Mm-hmm.
Let the weak say I'm strong.
Yeah, let the weak say I am strong. You got these weaker nations, now they have military capability, right? And it's not so much as they gotten so much exponentially stronger as that America's just gotten so much weaker. Allowing all type of transformers in the military, right? All these things have weakened the power structure of America. Brothers who've been in the military, right? They tell you that a lot of the vehicles, are old. A lot of things are outdated. Esau does have, some nice spectrum technology, and that's how we know this third world isn't going to be long and drawn out. They're just going to pull out the big guns, and this is what we are prophesying about, right? And we, by faith, are in these last days are moving the fear of Yahweh Shai and His obedience, condemning this present evil world.
I'm going to back you up since you said that. This is the book of Isaiah 9 verse 5. It says, for every battle with the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. I'll give you one time. This is Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle with the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
That's right. So you had ancient wars that were fought with a lot of screaming and kicking and yelling, war cries. But this war is going to be with intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? And they're already happening. You don't, soldiers are, no, they just shoot missiles in the middle of the night. Just shoot the missiles over there. Why would we send our sons, into battle, right? When we can send missiles over there and flatten the land, and then we'll have guerrilla warfare if need be.
Drones.
But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they're sending drones.
Yes. But once once the big guns nuclear deterrent, there ain't gonna be no nuclear deterrent because these other nations are willing to die for what they believe in.
Yep. These Americans.
You know, these other nations are willing to take it there because they know who's the evil one.
Yep.
They know. Vladimir Putin literally came out in the article and said there isn't no nuclear deterrent because we're willing to die, because we know we're going to go to heaven, And the article came out, it's like 2016, 2017, 2018. We're sure not, they are going to go to heaven, y'all. But they believe that they're righteous and Americans are the devils. Everyone thinks this is the devil. Everyone's starting to realize that Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yep.
Right? Especially the American Edomite.
I said that Hebrews 11. Yeah, it's Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
Prepared an ark to the saving of your house. Right? And the elect in themselves, we're the house of David. So the remnant of our household, the remnant of our nation is going to be prepared in this spiritual ark. If they didn't believe the physical ark, imagine a big ass boat on land. This is where we're going. It seemed like his labor was in vain. Noah, why don't you take it to the sea?
Right.
It doesn't make any. How are you going to get it to the sea, Noah?
Right.
It's a big boat in the middle of the land.
Yeah. Just think about look at this building right here. It could have been I forgot the measurements, but just imagine Noah building something like that big. You know what I'm saying?
Like a parking garage.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't enough. What's the word I want to use?
Convincing.
Convincing, yeah. So now, since you ninjas don't want to, because Jake, believe for Jake. So since you don't want to see what the Lord did by having Noah build his ark, he's going to take a spiritual thing now.
Yeah, and Yahweh Shai said, if you don't believe me, believe the works.
Yep.
What about our works? Do you really think anyone does consistently is just in vain? You have people who literally does cup stacking. You have people who play video games all day so they can get paid millions of dollars.
Right.
When people labor, there's always a reward for your labor. But no, what the men of the Lord do, you niggas are just gonna die in vain. What you're talking about is gonna come to nothing because it's rooted in evil and wickedness. No, you're the ones. Your wickedness got a reward, and our righteousness is gonna get a reward.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him.
That's right, and the righteous are bold as lions. Right? So we're in the boldness. We're coming out here in boldness because we know we're right. We're not ashamed of the gospel of Yahweh by Shema Shai as you people are ashamed. Let the skeletons, open up your skeleton, let the skeletons come out of your closet and look at the gorilla Hebrew. He's a great example of someone that when the light is shown upon his works, shame is going to come. Right? But we're standing in the light. That our deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High. Right?
Finishing Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, it says, it made no account of his labors.
And they made no account of our labors. They don't take into account that our labors are not in vain. That the Most High is a righteous judge. And truly, He's going to give a reward for our labor of love that we've been doing. We've been everybody's best friend, telling you where you're going off at, where you need to improve. To clean this up, clean that up. Everybody is so emotional. Why you getting on me for? Why you picking on me for? Everyone, you think is dealing with high school trauma, get picked on and shit. All you can't take correction, can't take rebuke. that rebuke him in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh no praise. You know, now you got General Yohana. Every time there's the only time I hear this guy, not because I don't watch his, he does this. I heard he does like a Friday show, but really only time you hear this dude is when there's some kind of controversy in Israel. IUIC and ISUBK fighting. You know, big niggas sitting on big niggas. You know, ISUBK no power. You got this dude, Captain Tazaria. I clicked on his live stream this morning. Once you watch one time, the algorithm gonna popping up every time. This dude's talking about Omar Johnson and some scandal he had. Who cares? What does this nigga got anything to do with what we got going on?
Yeah, two different worlds.
You know? Showing you that these guys are of the world, therefore the world hears them. You think, callers calling in. Nigga, who cares what? And then you got callers anticipating what, well, I think he might have got the girl pregnant. And, he's trying to hide and all that. I'm like, what is this, a soap opera show? War is literally being spoken about by our presidents. Everyone is talking about how prices are going to shoot up. You should be worried about how you're going to feed your family.
Yeah, I really made a statement earlier. Like you said, inflation. Well, with inflation, you're going to see shrinkflation? Where you have
the
same price but less product.
Yeah, you're seeing the sign of inflation now. There's a cookie shop, not a cookie shop. There's a cafe. Off the street. Brothers go get teas and stuff. They changed the prices. They had a cookie though. You can see it, $2 cookies.
Yeah.
You went in there and get a drink. They had cookies for $3.50. I was like, oh, why should I raise your prices?
Levels.
The eggs. The eggs.
And that may not be the case, but they're going to take advantage of it.
But they neither, more than likely is, because profit margins. Their profit margins are too thin.
Yeah.
So they got to raise their profit margins. So who suffers? The consumer. But what about the investigation of when all these chicken coops were going up and all these chicken farms were being burned up? Where's the investigation? Where's the inquisition being made for that? Showing you that this is all controlled. Right? Let's start with the chickens. And why are people still eating chickens? Don't you see all those videos where they ejecting the chicken and the nigga blow up like a balloon? We gotta get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, you got a precept?
We passed it. This Hebrews 11:7 says, by faith Noah being warned of Yahweh of the things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
And that's what we're doing. We are moving in fear. We fear the Lord. We ain't here to play around with Yahweh Shema Shai, to test the Lord, to tempt the Lord. The scriptures say, provoke not the king in his anger. Provoke not the king in his wrath, least thou be brought to nothing. You tempting Yahweh Shema Shai. We're good. No, we're good over here. We don't got nothing. Are you kidding me? Well, I'd rather be on the Lord's good side. It feels good to be on his good side.
But you said that. This is Ecclesiastes 1:13. Whoso feared the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
That's right, and we're in the last days. Right? Oh, Samson, he found favor, where he was able to get, he perished, you read story Sam, his woman was constantly trying to get the one up on him. Must been that guy.
Right. You know what I mean?
But we are looking to find favor in the day of our death. That mercy, that favor from the heavens.
I got one more for you.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach in the Apocrypha. It says 1:27. So the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight.
Read it again.
Yep, this is Ecclesiastes 1:27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom. And yeah.
You want us to acknowledge.
Yeah. Yep.
not even on. You don't exist to us. You're a CPU camera. Yeah, brother.
Sirach 1:27, the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction.
So that's what the fear of the Lord teaches. Yes, we fear the Lord. Well, the fear of the Lord is teaching wisdom and instruction, what to do to not get on the Lord's bad side. That's what the fear of the Lord is teaching us. Yeah.
It says in Sirach 1:27, and faith and meekness are his delight.
So now that you've been taught wisdom and instruction, you gotta have the faith to believe in those instructions, and the humility, right? Taking the love, the meekness to follow it, right? To stay on that path. The Lord don't want you, I got this. The wisdom wasn't given to you so you can say, oh, look at me, I'm this great guy. Like the elder Ariella, just because you around great men don't mean you great. You gotta constantly be examining yourself. Make sure you're doing that which you ought to be doing in your day to day. You can't tell coat, on another man's glory. Scripture say, rejoice in your own works. That you may have rejoicing in your own works. Yeah, I feel good. Look at my channel. I did these videos this week. Look back. All right. I remember I was reading this week. I sent up my prayers. I sent up the Autumn One Palau. Right, all week long, the Lord's Prayer. I stuck to a good regimen. It's discipline this week. This is where I need to improve on. But I'm feeling good in the spirit. The Lord is with me. He showed me constant signs, and He was with me. Because we're coming to a time where you're gonna have to just know that Yahweh Shema Shai is with you. No one knew it, and so much that He built the ark to the saving of His household, and He condemned the world. He didn't care the thing of little of the shame. That's what Yahweh Shai thought little of the shame of men. Right? What you niggas thinking about? We don't care what you think. Someone that I don't want to be I don't even want to be like you. But you think I care about your opinions and what you gotta say? Absolutely not.
So, going back to Hebrews 11:7, finishing it off, it says, prepare the ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heirs of righteousness, which is by faith.
That's right, an heir to righteousness, which is by faith. Proverbs 16:12. So Noah became an heir, a son that receives an inheritance by his righteousness, which is all established through your faith. Right? We're not here to uplift anything that we got going on. We're faith-based Israelites, just like Noah was. It's always been about faith. Abraham has always been about faith.
The book of okay. It's Proverbs 16:12. It says, it is an abomination to the kings to commit wickedness.
Yeah, so it's an abomination for kings to commit wickedness. And that's what's secretly going on. Behind closed doors. Everybody want to be a king, which with the Lord through the order of Melchizedek, which is Yahweh Shai, right? That heavenly priesthood. Yeah, we are all kings, but because thou hast disobeyed the word of the Lord, you're going to be rejected from being king over Israel, just as King Saul was. Because wickedness, rebellious and sin is witchcraft, and stubbornness is that idolatry, right? You got it, brother.
Yeah. Proverbs 16:12. It says, it is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness.
That's right. So the throne of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be established in righteousness, right? So those who are going to, who's doing the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai is them that are going to be able to sit upon the seats of judgment in the kingdom of heaven. So that's what we're establishing right now. Righteousness upon the earth. And as we condemn this evil and wicked world, Lord's willing, we remain without spot and without blemish, right? Blameless in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, in whose mouth is no God, Right? So with that, it's been a beautiful weekend. Coming out here in the highways and hedges, prophesying, against Babylon the Great, right, which is America in the Holy Scriptures. We close out. We give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, teaching us, the Lord said, according to the Bible, to rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.